just finishing a nice cup of coffee in a mug that I have not used in such a long time, and I'm just finishing off doing a bit of stitching on my English paper piecing that I have been doing. I've been working on this for quite a long time. I will show you the rest of the rows that I've stitched up. I think I'm just about close to doing all the little half hexes that I need to do to square off the whole of the hexie cushion that I am planning on making. But yeah, I'm just having a bit of quiet time. I've been doing some housework this morning and I have got a little bit more to do, and I'm planning to go out on a walk. So yeah, I'm just finishing my lovely cup of coffee. It is a vanilla latte macchiato, which is nice. I do prefer the latte macchiato caramel with a bit of oat milk, the barista one that you can get in Asda. I really like that one, and so does my son. So in this one I've just put in some almond milk, which is nice as well. It's not as good as what I normally have, but it's lovely all the same. Today is Friday the 24th of September and the sun is shining. It is absolutely gorgeous. Please excuse the mess around about here. It might not seem very messy to you, but it's messy to me. It does need a good declutter and tidy up. And then my tummy's rumbling, even though I've eaten. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day, so I'm going to go out for a walk soon because I'm out this afternoon doing a bit of grocery shopping, and I need to head to the church to help with a bit of decoration for harvest. So I'm just going to finish off this for a little bit more, and then I'm going to go and get out into the sunshine. I have managed to stitch all my 1-inch hexes together to form a square for my hexie cushion that I'm trying to make. The only annoying thing is some of the hexes are not quite stitched properly, and the fabrics are sort of pulling away from each other like this. So like I say, I'm just a bit annoyed about that. So all I'm doing is I'm just going over the two bits of fabric and just strengthening that, because if I don't, it's just going to all fall apart, and I've spent so much time on this and I don't want to feel like I've wasted time. Some of the papers have come out, as you can see, which is annoying as well when you're trying to stitch that hexagon to another hexagon, because it just sort of flops. So I had to use a little paper clip to hold them together. So row by row, I'm just going along all the hexes and seeing which ones are tight, which ones are loose, and I'm just going to go over them to strengthen them. And then my next job is to baste all the half hexes that I've already prepared. I've got them in a pile on the table over there, and I've not picked the fabrics randomly. I have just picked them so that they work with the fabrics that surrounds it. And then after that, I'm going to rejig my memory with some tutorials on how to square the whole thing off, because I know that you need to trim off these ends, and then I'll get, well, I won't need to add a border, I don't think, but I'll see, because this is really quite big. I have my cushion here. This is a 14 by 14 inch, I think it is. So I'll just sit this on just to let you see. And I need to iron it. It has been suggested to me to quilt it, but I think I've lost the foot for my sewing machine to allow me to do that. So I'm not sure what to do. Can anyone help? I was told to quilt it because it'll just strengthen it more, and if that's what I'm being told, I better do that, because I've never done this before in my life, and it's just something new that I wanted to try. So fingers crossed it works, because I want to do a Christmas cushion, or a couple. I'd like to make one as a gift and keep one for myself. Absolutely loving all the colours, the fabrics, and I can't wait to see this finish. Sorry it's looking all a bit scrunched, but we'll get that sorted out. So if you have any ideas or tips on how to quilt it, if I don't have the right foot for my machine, please let me know down below. Otherwise, it doesn't matter, don't worry, I'll get my head around it. A couple of people I know, I'm sure, will be able to help me. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that and let you see all the fabrics, and I'm going to go and continue on with fixing some of these hexes, or I might go and do a spot of crochet, because I've not done any of that for a long time. I have just made a lovely cup of tea and I've had my lunch, so I'm just going to sit down and enjoy this. I've been out shopping this morning or early this afternoon and had quite a lot, so I've put all that away, had my lunch, and I'm just going to sit back for half an hour or so whilst I wait for my husband and son to come home from school and work. So I'll enjoy this tea in my lovely little cat cup, which I love. It's from B&M. It wasn't much at all, a couple of pounds I think it was. I just want to share this gorgeous zippy pouch case that I got from my friend Rachel. She made this and had put it into her Etsy shop, and she'd made quite a number of them, but this was the last one when I went on and had a look at her shop, and I just thought I'll grab it because the fabric caught my attention. I love all the roses and just the style of it. And the colours are just very me. So when I saw it, I thought that would be great for travelling, for any little whips that I'm working on. And I thought that's just perfect for my hexie projects. So I've been working on one hexie project, which is a cushion cover, which you will have seen I think in my last vlog. And this is it here. I have finished making the cover, which is pretty big, and I'm really pleased with it, but now I just have to do all these gaps now. So I've made all them up, I just need to sew them on. But my thinking is, when I'm making all my hexes up individually, is just to pop them into the zippy pouch case along with all the bits of paper that I cut up, sorry. So I'll just let you see inside very quickly and show you what I mean. It is just an ideal little pouch because you can use it for anything. You could use it for makeup, you could use it for sewing things, your hexies. You could maybe even use it as a pencil case. Well, pencil case, that's what it's listed as. And maybe even some art supplies as well, just like tubes of paint or half pans. Put them into a little plastic bag before putting it in here. And any pencils, erasers, rulers, sharpeners, paintbrushes. I mean, the list is endless what you could use this for. Some of your journaling, scrapbooking, but you would have to sort of minimise what you put in it. So anyway, in here I've got some hexies. I've started on another hexie cushion cover for Christmas, and these are fabrics from my friend as well, which I got the same day I got the zippy case. Yes, it was. So as you can see, I've got all my bits of single hexies in here, all attached to clips just to keep them together, otherwise it'd just be a mess. And then I've got some hexies all basted with the Soline glue, which I love. In fact, I could just show you that quickly because I have it here. This is the Soline glue here, and I got this off my lovely friend Emma, who's Vintage Sewing Box. I will leave her name down below. She has a lovely website and blog and a lovely little shop as well, sewing all her English paper piecing accessories and things like that as well. She is so lovely, really down to earth and so laid back, and just a blessing to watch on YouTube. Anyway, this is great for hexies, and as you can see, there's some lovely fabrics in there. This is just one. I absolutely love this, and I've been enjoying doing some of this glue basting last night and the day before. I'm going to do a bit more, and I'm going to get lots and lots done so I can make a lovely Christmas cushion. And I'm hoping to do a second one, maybe. We'll see how this one goes, see how it works out, because I want to keep this for myself, but I want to do a Christmas one for someone, but I don't know who yet, and one for myself. So we'll see how it goes, as I say. But I think this is just a perfect little pouch, not couch, honestly. And this was £20. So if you would like to have a look at Rachel's Etsy shop, go on over to Sewing Me UK and have a look at all her journaling supplies, all her sewing projects that she's made to sell. She does loads, and it's a lovely shop. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you all find something pretty over at her shop to buy to keep you busy crafting away yourself like me. I also have a lovely basket that I got from B&M again. Great place, isn't it? Full of scraps of fabric, which Rachel very kindly let me go through when I was at hers, and I was in my element. I mean, the basket that she had with it all in was overflowing, and it was just really lovely and kind of her for me to take some out of her hands to enjoy using myself. So I'm going to make a few lavender pouches, maybe do a bit of patchwork, and just various things. Really pretty fabrics in here. Oh, that was the wrong side. And there's a couple are kind of Christmassy in there. This one's sort of Christmassy. It's really nice, that one. That's the right side. What else have we got? This is gorgeous. I love this one. Really pretty. Some of them are very Cath Kidston. There is a Cath Kidston one in here actually. It's linen, I think, or is it just a nice cotton? I don't know. I don't know much about fabrics. It's in here somewhere. I'll probably get told correctly what type of fabric it is. Where is it? It is so nice. I have to show you. Oh, it's annoying me now. It's in here. This one's pretty. I like that as well. Gorgeous one. And her cat one. Love her cat one. And this is gorgeous as well. There's so many nice things. I can't find it at the minute. That's just a bit of my ribbon. Here it is. Isn't that gorgeous? Really, really nice. I love it. I'm not sure what I'll do with all these bits, but as I said, it'd be nice to do a bit of patchwork. And I've got some Christmas ones as well, which I'm using for a Christmas English paper piecing project as well. And I've just got a spot of lavender in here just to keep it all smelling nice. I know some people don't like lavender. My own immediate family don't like lavender very much, I don't think. But I love it, so I can't really make anything with lavender in it for them. But never mind. We all have our own tastes, don't we? But yeah, I thought that was really kind of Rachel. This is gorgeous. How can you not like that? Really pretty. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy using all of that. And welcome back to my vlog. My name is Natalie and I am coming to you from the east coast of Scotland in a place called Fife. Today is Tuesday the 22nd of November. The sun has been shining all day, so it's been really nice to see. Yesterday was a bit more dreek, but I managed out for a walk yesterday. I was planning and hoping to do that today, but I've had other things to do. So I'm going to go and nip out into the garden shortly just to do a couple of things, and then I'll come back in and get a nice hot cup of tea, because I know I will deserve that after being outside in the cold fresh air. I just wanted to pop in to show you a few bits and pieces and just to have a general chat about life here for us, and just to let you know that I'm well and that I just wanted to show my face as well, because I know I didn't do that in my last one, and I'm sorry, I just didn't really feel up to it at that point in time. So first off, we did have a bit of time where we had the kids home a wee bit more than normal because both came down with COVID, and the time that they had COVID, it kind of staggered with each other. So that wasn't too bad, but it was a bit of a worry, and thankfully my husband and I managed to stay negative throughout all that time that our two were positive. They were so good being in their isolation stage, and we just kept the house as clean as possible where we needed to keep it clean, and it was just a case of doing room service and just feeding them and just letting them do what they had to do. My son is in 5th year, which means that's his second last year at high school. He is 16 years old, so he managed to do a bit of online classes. Even though he was feeling really rough, when he did feel better, he would join in classes and do what work he could do. He cannot really afford not to do any work, but bless his soul, he's managed to do more than he actually thought he would be able to. So yeah, it was a hard time, but they've got through it, but they're 100% fine now, and my husband and I are fine still, so that's all good. Business is going really well. We have been busy because we have had to prepare for the Christmas season, for everyone buying stuff for gifts, so that's gone really well. And we had an opening just over that weekend there, the Friday and Saturday we had an opening, so we had lots of different offers on, so that was really good, and it was busy and we got a lot of sales, so that was a blessing really. We do a lot through Amazon, and one big thing that sells extremely well is Warhammer. I don't know if any of you vloggers have heard of that. If not, it's lots of little figures that you paint and make up, and there's so many different games that you can play with it. Not my cup of tea, but it sells very well. So that has kept us busy as well, sending stuff off to Amazon amongst all our other art supplies that we sell. A lot of it is Dutch art supplies. So we have your canvases, your brushes, all your different types of paint, and then we have a bit of stationery and all your drawing materials, and then lots of other supplies as well. So that's been good. And then at home, despite the COVID outbreak in the house, I've just been busy with being creative in a few different ways, not as much as I would like, but in a few different ways. So because Christmas is approaching, and it's not that far away, is it? It's mental. I started reading a Christmas book the other week, so I'll just show you. It's called Mistletoe and Mystery by Daisy James. I was given this book last year from one of my sisters, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm almost halfway through. I'm at chapter 9, and this is about a cookery school in the Cotswolds. And if you are very much a foodie person and love Christmas time, this is a good book. I am happy to lend it to close friends or to anyone, and if you fancy trying it, why not order it or look out for it in the charity shop. It is a really good book. It is not a slow start, so yeah, it's really captured me. And I am not a big reader. I cannot read a book with too much going on, so this is just a perfect book for me, and I'm hoping to read another 2 or 3 Christmas books in the next coming few weeks as well. So I'm hoping that I might be able to read a Heidi Swain book next called The Winter Garden. If any of you have read it, let me know if you enjoyed it. My mother-in-law's read it and she says it is really good, so I'm hoping to get started on that very soon. The next Christmas thing is I have been doing a lot of English paper piecing over the last wee while, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I've decided that I just want to make a few Christmas cushion covers using the craft. You will have seen some footage of just a general one that I'm making. I've not finished that yet. I'm scared of the next stage, but I think I just have to bite the bullet and just get on with it. Anyway, I'm on to a Christmas one, and these are just many of the rows that I've already stitched up using so many gorgeous fabrics. I absolutely love them, and I bought them off my friend's Etsy shop. Rachel has got so many gorgeous fabrics, not just Christmas but for all year round. These are stunning. I absolutely love them, and I think this is going to sew up nicely into a Christmas cushion. So I'm keeping all this in a gorgeous Christmas bag with snowflakes on it, which are sort of cross stitchy, I suppose. And I've got a lovely little pin badge there, and then I've got a little is it a wee chestnut or something? No, it's a wee acorn, an acorn stitch marker, but I'm going to change that to a Christmas wintry one soon. But yes, as I'm saying, this project is all staying in this bag from my friend. I think I got this a couple of years ago, or maybe it was last year, but I think it was a couple of years ago. So I'm just keeping all my little bundles of my hexes in the bag. Sorry, that's back to front. And then I'm just keeping them all on clips, just to keep them together. So I have my rows all picked out, different fabrics, so I know what I'm doing on each row, and I can just pick each bit of fabric at a time and put them together. So yeah, that all lives in this gorgeous little bag. So that is another Christmas project of mine. Yes, it's Advent time, isn't it? And usually I like to make one. I only started making them up a couple of years ago, and they've all been crochet related. So this year I'm sort of thinking that I just want something simple, but in my head I want to do something arty and something crochet related. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my watercolours and get some paper and just try and make something very simple. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to put my watercolours, some watercolour paper, my brushes into a basket, along with some choices of yarn that I would like to use, and just try and make something up, even if it's just like a little Christmas banner or something. I don't know, but we'll just see what happens come December, and I'll just be creative and just enjoy the moment of doing a bit of crochet, doing a bit of painting, and we'll just see what comes about of that. I've got various baskets that I can use. I've got this one, I've got this one, and I've got another one which you'll see in a minute. But as I say, I just want to keep it very simple and just use the time to be able to paint again. So I think if I do that, it will allow me to paint more in the new year and paint bigger as well, because I do miss my watercolour painting. Yes, that's the other thing. My daughter, she's never really well, she used to really enjoy my crochet makes when she was younger, but now she's a bit more grown up. She's just always saying to me, I don't like your crocheting, and I'm like, right, okay, that's fine. But recently she asked me if I could make her a giant granny square blanket. Not just giant, giant. So I told her, right, I'm going to give you a link to a website where you can choose some yarn. So I sent her the Wool Warehouse link and she had a look, and she's chosen all greys. So I'll just quickly show you what she has chosen. This all came at the weekend, so this is her choice of yarn. She's got a light grey, sort of a mid grey, the mid grey and a darker grey, and then a speckly grey. So she wants that going from light grey into darker greys and then back out to lighter greys. So she's told me that I need to press on with that and get it started, which I will. So that'll be fun to do, and I'm just really touched that she asked me to make her something. So I'm looking forward to starting that. Lastly, I have been working on a giant granny stripe blanket, and I've been working on it since before the summer months. It is growing and growing and growing, and because it's grown so much, it keeps me extremely warm, which I really like, and it is a good time of the year to be able to enjoy it as well, with it being the winter months now. Which you'll have seen over on Instagram and in some of our vlogs as well, but I'm showing you again. I'm not going to pull it all the way out. I will do that at some point in time and talk about it in a bit more detail, but these are just colours that I picked that are very, very me indeed, and I just wanted to let you see how squishy it is and how pretty it is, and just how I'm storing it. I'm just keeping it in a big wicker basket, and all my yarn is in there as well. I don't know if I can show you, but the yarn is in there. There you are. Yeah, it's really nice and it's really cozy and I love it, and it keeps me so warm. The only thing is, when the fire's on and I'm working on it, I get too hot, really hot, but never mind. I am not one of these people who always weaves in their ends as I go, so I've got quite a lot of ends to work on, but that's okay because it's just a good way to chill out after a busy day. I am planning to put a border on it, but I'm not sure if I should just put a simple border or something a bit more decorative. What do you think? If you have any ideas, let me know, but I think something just simple, because it's really quite a busy, I don't know, maybe it's not too busy. It's not busy of colour, I can tell you that, because I don't like too much colour going on, and I've just added in the colours randomly. I just pick the colour as I'm about to start a new row, which is a really nice thing to do. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that, and I think I'm close to finishing it off. Well, I better be, because honestly it's long enough. But yeah, I've really enjoyed working on that, and I'm excited to get that finished because I've got another blanket that I need to finish off for my friend, which is a commission, but there's no rush to get that done. But she could have done with it now. Sorry, Ariane, but I'm working on it, and you know that. But yeah, so that is another project I'm working on. I think that's really about it. There is some more footage coming up for you to see, and I hope I am getting across to you a lovely autumn feel throughout my vlog. I am going to go and nip outside just to do 1 or 2 jobs in the garden before it starts to get dark, and then I think I'll get a cup of tea on when I come back in, and then yeah, I think that's about it really. So I hope you're all keeping well and managing to be creative in some way. And I really hope that you're all managing to just have some time out to do something for you, because, you know, at the minute, life for everyone is just mentally draining. So much is going on. Everyone's going through different tough times, and it can be just so tiring in the head, can't it? So I really do emphasise and urge you to be sure to take some time out for yourself and just be in the moment, enjoy that moment, and just let yourself free your mind and read a book, crochet, knit, go for a run, meet a friend for a coffee and cake or lunch, or just nip out into the woods and have a lovely walk and soak up the nature, and just take care of yourself, because right now we all need to be doing that, however busy we are. Whether you've got stuff waiting to be done, let that wait and be done. You know, your mental health is important, and I cannot emphasize how much we all need to just do something for ourselves that we enjoy. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there for now, and hopefully I will see you again very soon. I've just noticed as I've been talking through this vlog that the join of my necklace is hanging down at the front. It keeps doing this, it keeps moving down to the front and looks silly. That's better. Okay, so take care, and I'll see you again very soon. have just finished putting this autumn wreath together. I decided that I just wanted to use up some natural elements that I had lying around the house from a project that I had in mind that, well, not that I had in mind, it was something I had to do for church, but I never got along because I wasn't feeling well. So I've just used the bits and adorned this wreath, and I'm going to put it on the front door. I've got some artificial flowers that I've had lying around the house for a few years, and then the little berries and the dried wheat have come from a couple of shops off Etsy. So I've just intertwined all the branches in between the branches of the wreath, and I've just left it quite natural. I really like that, and I'm really delighted with it. So I'm going to go and hang that up on the front door now, and I'll let you see what it looks like.